What's up, everybody? Welcome to NESN Bets Kickoff Week 10 Thursday Night Football Edition. I'm Claudia Bellofatto. He is former Super Bowl champ LeGarrette Blount. LG, how lucky are we? Little Panthers Bears on a Thursday night. Yuck.
Yeah, and the only luck that we got is looking at one of these rookie quarterbacks play and see if they're going to be able to turn the corner. That's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, that is about as good as it gets because we have Tyson Bagent in for Justin Fields. With knowing that Justin Fields was out of this game, this line came down a little bit, but the Bears are still a small favorite. So I'm curious, if you're getting around a field goal, would you take the points with the Panthers or do you trust this Bears offense?
I'm gonna definitely take the points with the Panthers. I don't trust the Bears offense without Fields. That takes away a huge part of the offense with the running aspect, and obviously him being just a playmaker. I'm gonna take the Panthers on the edge on this one right here.
Let's talk about this total. It is 38. It is low, but it's low because of these offenses. Just as bad as the Bears offense is, the Panthers isn't much better, especially with a struggling Bryce Young. So what's your take on this 38? Are you gonna go under?
I'm gonna go. Hey, I know that these offenses are terrible, but the defenses are equally as terrible. They both give up about 25 or so points a game. With playmakers like DJ Moore and a guy like Adam Thielen, anything can happen. I like the over here, to be honest with you. I don't think that these defenses will play well, even though this is a loss. These are both not high-scoring offenses. The defenses are equally as bad, so I'm going to go with the over here.
Yeah, DJ Moore for the Bears, Adam Thielen for the Panthers. There's weapons in the passing game. The only issue is the quarterback position, but because they are two of the worst defenses, they might actually get some points up. So let's talk about Bagent and Young. They've combined for 6 interceptions over the last week. Just in 1 week, 6 combined. Do you like them to bounce back in this spot? In a spot where they should because they're facing rather easy defenses.
I like them to still go out there and throw interceptions. That is, I don't think that's going to change. Even with these defenses being not that good, they are still opportunistic guys. If the ball is fluttering in the air, if the ball is bouncing around on the ground, I don't doubt that they'll get it. I do think these guys are both going to throw an interception here. Both of them going to throw an interception.
Well, the market agrees with you because you do have to pay some sort of tax. So if you're watching out there, you could maybe parlay the two, a little sprinkle for some plus money. I think you're right. Despite these defenses being easy, interception is still in their future. All right, what's a better bet? Maybe interceptions are mixed in there, but if we're talking passing yards, Bryce Young said at 228.5, Tyson Bagent 214.5, a little bit of a lower number on Bagent.
I'm gonna go with the better of the two bad quarterbacks. I'm gonna go with Bryce Young. He has the more experience, even though this is still obviously they're still young rookies. He has the most experience. This guy Bagent is coming off of the bench behind Fields. So I'm gonna go with Young, man. I like the fact that he has he has Miles Sanders that catches a couple passes. Also, again, Adam Thielen, that is a wise veteran that knows how to get open. And he can have a hell of a day. Sometimes he can have a hell of a day. At least he does for me in fantasy. So I'm gonna go with Bryce Young over 228.5 on this one.
Yeah, and he's more used to the offense in the system with the Panthers than Bagent just sort of getting thrown into this Bears offense. So I'm with you on Bryce Young. Now let's talk about his weapon then in Adam Thielen, who you mentioned. His number's set at 68.5 receiving yards. DJ Moore on the other side, 52.5 receiving yards. So what's the better bet between the two number one receivers?
The better bet for me personally is going to be 68.5 receiving yards because I know Thielen is going to get the targets. 10, 11 targets, 12 targets sometimes. He's going to get the targets, and the same guy that's thrown the ball to him when he had, I think a couple weeks ago, 150 or 60 yards and a couple touchdowns. Same guy throwing him the football. Again, we're not talking about wins and losses here. We're talking about prop bets. I'm going with Adam Thielen over 68.5.
So everybody out there, you see a theme. We like the Panthers with the points. We like Bryce Young. We like his weapon. Okay, yeah, there's a trend going here. So let me ask you this one. What's a better bet? Because the Panthers only have 1 win. So the line set for both squads is 4.5. What's the better bet, Bears or Panthers to get over that number?
I like the Bears to get over that number because Fields will come back. He will come back here soon, and I think with him adding another dynamic to the offense for the Bears, they have a little bit more of an opportunity to get these last couple wins. I don't know what their schedule looks like, but I mean, him being a football player and just being a guy, we'll put those guys in the position to win a couple more games.
And they have one more win than the Panthers. They're 2-7, so I guess they're a game ahead. Okay, time for a new game. This one's fill in the blank. The Panthers will win if fill in the blank.
The Panthers will win if they can get Miles Sanders and Chuba Hubbard going at a solid pace. Be able to get the ball in Adam Thielen's hand. Don't get Bryce Young beat up the whole game. That's how they win this game.
And they win this game if Bryce Young doesn't throw 2 pick sixes. That's usually the method to not losing.
That's about right.
The Bears will win if what?
The Bears will win if they can get the run game going and take the ball out of Benjamin's hand. You don't want to get in there and get this guy to throwing 30 or 40 passes. To win a football game for you guys. You don't want to get him in that position because I'm pretty sure he hasn't been there before. I don't even know if this guy's thrown, 30 or 40 passes in a college football game, much less an NFL game. So you want to get the run game going, and you want to keep this game at a slow pace. You don't want to turn it into a shootout because these guys are more equipped than the Bears. You want to control the clock and you want to run the football. That gives you guys the best chance of winning this game and just take it out of Vance's hands.
Okay, I love it. Now, we have a few more minutes, so I want to ask you about a game that's a little more interesting. I think the Patriots heading to Germany to take on the Colts. What are you doing with this Patriots team at this point? I just want your first thoughts on what this game is going to look like.
Man, my guys, I'm going to say that they're going to at least cover the spread.
Okay.
They're going to cover the spread, but it's going to be hard to get these guys out here to beat a Colts team that is playing, pretty well, that has Jonathan Taylor back in the lineup with another back that's been playing a really good football with Zach Moss. These guys have weapons. I know they got Michael Pittman on the outside. They got some good football players on their team, and they got guys that are coming around and stepping up to the plate to handle business. Man, I don't think that the Patriots will go win this one, but I do think they're going to cover the spread. I got to have some faith in my guys. I have to.
I keep telling myself the same thing, and then I'm like, and I keep looking at this Mac interception prop. He leads all quarterbacks in interception-worthy throws, and the market has caught up. Because before it was pretty cheap, but now you got to lay like $160, risk $160 to win $100. So I don't know. I used to throw in a Mac interception, but the market has caught up to that one. Unfortunately,
yeah,
but they have a few more wins. Right? They have a few wins coming up in the future, hopefully.
I think that they can squeeze out a couple more wins coming up in the future. I do. But I mean, the interception game is different now because you got Josh Allen throwing a lot of picks. You got all these.
You saw Mahomes throw several in one game, so yeah, everybody does it once in a while.
Throwing picks is a trend right now. If you're a DB or if you're a safety or a linebacker, any of those guys, man, this is contract year. These quarterbacks are giving out interceptions like Halloween candy. So you gotta go. Hey, jump on that train if it's time for you to get a contract or if it's time for you to hit some incentives. This is the year.
Just limit the Halloween candy for this weekend, Mac Jones, please. LG, we appreciate you as always. Everybody, thanks for watching. Enjoy Thursday Night Football.